They just take over a Ford factory and no more F-250s. So, what else going on in the news? Have y'all been watching the news at all? I think World War III is about to happen.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Yes. Yeah, I think we're teetering precariously close to that.
You think so? How do you think it'll go?
I think we've been fighting a proxy war anyways that most of us didn't ask for. So it doesn't matter. It'll work out or it won't.
How do you see it going? Could the United States right now ramp up a military? Like, could we even produce the stuff we need? The helicopters, the Humvees, the munitions.
Yeah, because this country runs off war, like it always has.
Yeah, but didn't we outsource everything? And do we still have factories that are capable? They just take over a Ford factory and no more F-250s. It would just be...
So they can do that through presidential and congressional acts, but we don't need to do that like right now. Like Raytheon, all these companies, Lockheed, they're so big.
Yeah, but they can't build a plane. They can't build a plane with billions of dollars and unlimited time. Like, where is the F-35?
I don't think they have to build new planes. Our current stuff we have right now, I mean, we have the biggest Air Force in the world.
I understand that, but look, when some of that shit gets shot down, like if we need some fucking, what are they called? The boats out in the water.
Aircraft
Destroyers. What else?
Aircraft carriers.
Aircraft carriers. How soon could we get one? Could we have one in a month? Could we pump out one a month?
We talked about it. I was watching I watched this documentary about when they, during World War II, what they had to do to get
they did that in World War II.
It's crazy.
We know what they did in World War II. The greatest generation.
Question is, could we do that again?
The greatest generation is the greatest generation because they did that in World War II. Could we do it right now? Or would the fucking purple-haired
that's what I was going to say. It'd be the
children
willpower.
of the world not show up and build the ships?
I don't think the kids have the willpower.
You'd be out there.
Be out there fighting.
Me and Spoon. I mean, I might make the cut.
Y'all be directing the factory.
I don't think you're over the age.
You could be a drill sergeant.
No, I don't think I could be a drill sergeant. I don't know. I don't have that skill set.
Absolutely could.
But I could be
cursing at people and
no.
yelling.
I could
tap into it.
I could run whatever my station is back home building a ship. Yeah, I could do whatever. What I'm saying is, do you think do you like tomorrow?
I think there's a decline in the workforce that existed then, but there's also a big advancement as far as technology.
It's true, but
machinery. So it's like I'd be curious to see how it'd work out.
But they can't do it efficiently right now when there's no pressure. Like they build an aircraft carrier once a decade.
Yeah, but that's not.
Well, I think that's it. It's like may or may not work under pressure. But
when you look at government contracts, like when you're like a grade 8 bolt to meet a government spec, they do those shear tests on like every 50th one, as opposed to like a grade 8 bolt me and you buy at the store that's tested for every 1,000th one. So there's this creep across a whole government contract about cost and the time to build it. I think if we were really in a situation where we had a war and we just had to pump shit out, a lot of that stuff would go out the window.
You really think they would do it? Now, here's the other part. That they're infringing on the Second Amendment at the same time. So they're trying to
stop that.
They're trying to pull back a little bit on that. How's that going to look when all the shit hits the fan over there?
You're foul. Oh my God.
Are y'all touching feet?
No, I just took off a shoe and rubbed me.
It's
You're foul for that.
It's a little weird. But like, do y'all really believe that if the shit hit the fan, like you're like, all right, turning your AR-15s? Like,
well, I don't know. I think at that point, people will realize, like, you know, they're gonna want that. They're gonna realize why that was from the start.
What?
That right.
Yeah, I get that.
Fundamental.
Like, so let's say the countries that hate us that have now teamed together. We just won't name them because we just don't care. But say they put them boats in the water and they start boating their little asses over here. What do you think the most important infrastructure we have available to fight the war is?
Petroleum.
Petroleum. Like, 1,000% petroleum.
Because we can produce, I mean, whether it's gas or petroleum, we can produce power with it. We can run vehicles.
And the infrastructure to transport it, too.
And we're not just relying on rail structure like other countries are to move their stuff around. That's one of Russia's biggest problems right now, I think.
What is it? We got 4 or 5 times more waterways than
we do, but
the rest of the world.
So the boats are in the water. They're coming.
Just a bunch of rednecks with guns out there in their bass boats.
No. You're missing. You're not. Rednecks won't get to. They'll be there, but
they're the last frontier.
They're the last. They're not.
I got all that. I'm just saying.
But it comes. So what are they attacking first?
Oh, you got to take over ports. You got to take over. You don't think they want to control the ingress and egress of products?
No, I'm sending one big old bomb to one big old place.
Texas.
It's hitting right in the Permian Basin. I'm taking that right on out. If I'm them, I'm going Permian Basin, and then I'm going every single refinery I can hit before they hit me. I'm just crippling that.
Because now y'all running on reserves and outsourcing, so it's like I'd make that bet.
That's what I would.
Yeah,
I don't think they would.
Well, they're not. If they're not smart enough, they're not smart enough.
I think they would go after.
If they start going after ports, I mean, the ports are useless if there's no fuel to put in.
It doesn't matter if you block the ports, you block all kinds of stuff.
There's a lot more ports in the Permian Basin. Permian Basin is one target.
Right, I got all that, but like I don't think like you throw a nation in disarray by getting rid of the head of the snake. So I would imagine they would go after as many politicians as they could get in one shot. Why you don't think they'd attack Washington?
I think Washington's fortified. I think they would try. I don't think they'd succeed. I think there's a big old fucking button I can hit right here, and millions of barrels of oil a day goes up in flames. All the resources it would take to put out the fires are the same. The people that you'd want to fill an army with. You know what I mean? People that go out to put those fires out are going to be the same cut of the earth people you want over there overseas.
That makes sense.
I mean, hitting that button right off the bat. I mean, hell, they flew a balloon over the whole fucking United States. They get one over the Permian, boom. We just kicked the party off, guys. Where are you going to get your fuel for? Now, if they really, the next phase I would be in would be trying to get the Gulf of Mexico. So if I can get the Gulf of Mexico, if I can get into the Gulf of Mexico and run it, like, life just got real hard because now there's no petroleum coming out either. If you enjoyed this video, please, for the love of God, let us know in the comment section. Also, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell so you know every time a new one drops.